Howdy, and welcome to the Texas Bucket List. My name is Shane McAuliffe, and it's sad to say that bookstores, they're becoming a thing of the past. But over in Port Neches, we found a place that has a plethora of paperbacks to peruse, and you just never know what you're gonna find. The Golden Triangle is always money when it comes to finding a fine place to eat. And with the bayou being around every corner, the sights in this corner of our state are stunning. But if you're ever near Beaumont and you need a book, there's a secluded spot on the side of the building in Port Neches that should pique your interest. Just don't judge this place by its cover.
We're the best kept secret in the Golden Triangle because we're so hard to find.
Rick Beaulieu is the co-author of this little bookstore that was started by his good friend Dale LaFleur.
He had a collection of about 3,000 books at home. They were in his spare bedroom. His wife got pregnant and told him she was turning that room into a nursery, that he had to get rid of all of his books. So to spite her, he went out and bought a used bookstore that belonged to another lady that was closing down and bought 14,000 more books.
That was 20 years ago. Back then, Amazon and Fleur Fine Books had a lot in common.
We got him in with online selling very early. At that time, Amazon didn't have Amazon Marketplace. Amazon had a want list. You went to Amazon looking for a used book, and you put in a want and asked them to find it. And he would sell Amazon 1,000 books a week.
How that changed.
How that changed.
Everyone buys everything on the internet anymore. How is a bookstore able to survive in these times?
It's difficult.
Especially when folks have a hard time finding your store.
I've had a gentleman, we had an 8-foot placard sign out in the front of the store. It said books in red letters 2 feet tall, and then had a big red arrow that pointed to the building, and then smaller letters said entrance on 7th Street. Phone number on it. He sat in the parking lot across the street and called the phone number on the sign to find us.
I'm assuming by what I see here that Conan's pretty popular.
You know, again, Conan interests the boss, so when we have a chance to buy it, we buy a lot of it. You know, we buy things that interest us. We buy things that we have absolutely no interest in because other people do.
In fact, Fleur Fine Books sells a large volume of volumes. And we're not talking about just your typical Tom Clancy's or people with a hankering for the Hardy Boys. We're talking some very specific and unique books that people are perusing the planet for.
You name it, you know, we've got a book on the subject somewhere. Yeah, we sold a $2,300 book on Russian mushrooms.
That's very random.
You can find something that you had no idea you were looking for, or you can find that gem that you've been looking for forever. And this is our Texana section. It's got Texas history and Texas particular books in it. We have the New Encyclopedia of Texas from the 50s.
This is amazing.
These are ancient leather-bound, padded. They're beautiful books.
You know, my apartment is full of many leather-bound books. You can literally say that here. This is amazing. The workmanship on these books. And this is the 1950s, you say?
Yes.
Wow. Kind of the history of Texas up to that point. Oh, even one of the classics. The man that inspired me.
Ray Miller.
Ray Miller and the Eyes of Texas. We might need this for our, some inspiration. Ooh, we haven't been there. Oh, wow. This one's actually signed by Ray Miller. Look at that.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Not unusual to find a signed book hiding in here.
That's amazing.
You know, we've got a number of very limited editions, signed editions.
Turns out it's not just the books that are signed. When authors visit the store, they get to take part in an unusual tradition at this boutique bookstore.
We do multiple book signings here, and the authors all sit at this table and sign their books. We get them signed pictures while they're here.
Yeah.
And if you'll grab that side of the table.
We gotta move the table?
Yeah, we're gonna actually pick it up and turn it up top side that way.
You got me working now?
That's it. Every author who's been here to do a book signing has also signed our table.
Look at that.
That's one of our well-kept secrets. They don't usually know it's going to happen until we turn the table over after the signing event.
So you literally turn the tables.
We turn the tables on them. We've had everyone in here doing book signings with us, from New York Times bestsellers to The Preacher's Wife down the road.
Despite the fact stores dedicated to published works are getting harder and harder to find, Fleur Fine Books continues to blossom, providing those who enjoy the written word a place to put on the Texas bucket list.
We're very proud of the store and tried our best to make it a higher quality store. Some people still like the real thing.